Oh, Sam. Or not Sam. Monsoon. Oh, yes! Hey everyone, King West 171 here, back with what might be the final episode of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I don't know, it depends on how long Jetstream Sam's DLC is, but I'm probably going to end up recording it all at once. As for if it's all going to be in one video, I guess we'll have to see. I have been looking forward to this. So, I tried out a new sort of editing thing in the last episode. I'm gonna probably do it again this episode. If you guys like it, be sure to tell me. I already know what the next blind playthrough is going to be of a game. But I am not going to tell you that information yet. You're just gonna have to find out. So, without further ado, I'll probably go through my thoughts on the DLCs as well as the game as a whole after this. So, without further ado, let us begin. Go with normal again. Play tutorial? I don't think so. I don't think we need to. Ooh, Monsoon. And Armstrong. I forgot his name for a second.
Cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
I take it you're not a fan?
No. They make me sick.
Should probably move my mouse out of the way.
I knew Johnson's team was working on some fancy pants new reception area.
Johnson?
But Jesus. When I get my hands on that candy ass. Lucky if he can even carry his box of shit out of the building.
Is it really so horrible? They're only trees.
They go from full blossom to bare in a week. One fucking week. Everywhere in DC you hear, oh, it's so fleeting and beautiful. Pathetic. What do you think?
Don't cherry blossom trees have aren't they like a symbol of death in Japan?
Not beautiful, not ugly.
I don't know how accurate that is.
The flowers float away. It's simply how things are.
Huh.
In any case, Minuano should be close.
Minuano. The cool Brazilian wind.
Is that gonna be a new boss? Minwano?
AKA Jetstream.
Oh, nope. It's somebody we already met. So is this like before he's recruited, or is he just kind of here now?
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing, buddy? Well, what are we
They're
doing?
probably not gonna survive very long.
This?
He's like, oh god. He doesn't even need... Oh, well, he's grabbing a sword anyway. I was gonna be like, he doesn't even need his sword to beat you. They were taken out in a cutscene. That's fun. Oh! Oh! That motorcycle was Sam's. The one that Raiden took.
Oi, the smell!
That's probably why,
Ha! Wide open!
probably why he knew where Jack was going. I saw this area on the map. Not close enough, apparently. So is the controls for this basically the same as for Jack? Oh, no it is not. Okay. You do not have AR mode. Which means I'm gonna have to look for the chest the old-fashioned way. And you do not go up obstacles automatically either. Repair nano paste. Why did Sam not use these during his boss fight? These would have been incredibly useful for him.
That samurai bastard came this way.
Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, I'm not used to these combos. Oh, I thought you were dead. Well, that's a unique way to steal those. Ooh, I got a rocket launcher. Blade Wolf didn't have any of these. Wait a minute, oh my god, the AR mode button just makes Sam fucking taunt. He doesn't need AR mode, he could just fucking taunt everybody, that's funny. You don't have a sneak kill. I have to just take you out the old-fashioned way. Wow, okay, this is going to be a very different experience from both Blade Wolf and, Jack. Raiden. Whatever you want to call him. I keep trying to use AR mode. I can take you, though. More HP. I do know of one of those that at least one of those that I missed in Blade Wolf's story. I probably cut this part out, but if I find anything interesting, I'll include it. Even though I'm pretty sure that's just a... Oh, you can double jump! Oh my god, that's so much more useful! Holy shit! Oh my god, that's awesome! Which means I can get you! Data storage, 1 out of 5. Anyways, that was a pain in the ass. Now I'm back though. Could I do this again if I wanted to? Why would I do that? The first one was a pain in the ass. Why would I do the second one? Ooh, wait, do I have codex? No, I do not.
Greetings, samurai.
Oh? Blade Wolf? Blade Wolf, I know that's you. Oh, it's an invisible Blade Wolf.
And you are?
LQ-84I, a prototype UG with a conversational interface.
A talking robot dog, basically?
State your business here.
Me? Oh, just sharpening my skills. Wandering the earth, dispensing justice, but only to those who deserve it. Such as outlaws, desperados,
You refer to World Marshal,
the ones holding your leash, right?
the ones who issue my orders.
And your orders are to kill me?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have a second Blade Wolf boss fight then?
Those seem like pretty dumb orders, Bob. Why don't you try thinking for yourself?
For myself.
Oh, I guess that's what causes the beginning of his doubt.
Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped.
Well, that's a pity.
I am sorry. You must die.
Okay, second Blade Wolf boss fight then, I guess. Technically third if you count the one where you play as Blade Wolf. Oh, that was fast. Oh my god, if I survive this, I'm gonna be surprised. Oh, yeah, well, right as I say that. Even after I died, he did not stop attacking. Okay, that charged heavy attack does a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Blade Wolf.
How did you?
You fight because you're forced to. I fight because I choose to.
My design is flawed.
Now. I am quite good, you know.
I seem out of breath, though. Okay, so he didn't explode this time. Which means they're probably going to recover him. I could have gotten another nano paste this whole time. Oh. Thank you, Blade Wolf. I could still hit him. I could still hit him even after he's dead. Oh, that's rude. Ooh, I can just sneak right past you, can I? What did that do? What happened? What? What did that do? I hit the wrong button. What did that do? What? Maybe I should have played that tutorial after all. Stupid fire. Haha! More electrolytes, fuel, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Alright, in here.
At last, our hero reaches the castle.
Is there anything else up here up for grabs? I do not believe so, so I will continue. Oh, you guys got here fast. Start. Alright, I don't know. Apparently I ran out of space and my voice and the video stopped recording at some point. I don't know when that was, so you probably missed a couple things. But I'm not that much further in. I tried doing this VR mission, but I'm just like, no, screw this. Ooh. Oh. Alright. I came up this shaft area as well. I don't know when it's gonna end up cutting off, but hopefully it doesn't do that again. I freed up some space, so we should have time to finish this. It's pretty late at night for me though, so... Oh.
Welcome to Denver.
Oh, Sam. Or not Sam. Monsoon.
We've been expecting you, Sam. Oh? They say you took on a drug cartel.
Are we fighting Monsoon?
Almost took it down.
Are we refighting all the bosses? Are we gonna have to refight Mistral?
Would have taken its place. One way or
As well
another,
as-
it always goes back to business as usual. You realized that, didn't you, Sam? That's why you left. I was out for
Sundowner.
revenge, and I got it. Well then, let's see what you got now.
So is this like an alternate timeline story where Sam just doesn't care? Uh-oh. Oh, the Metal Gear. Is this a stronger version of than the one we fought in the beginning of the main game? I think so. Playing the same song. Rules of nature. Oh my god, it's faster. You're definitely faster. Oh. Yeah, you're definitely faster. Ugh. This seems familiar. Metal Gear Ray mod. So it's modified. Oh yeah, we're also in a much smaller area. Alright, where's my targeting? No, wrong leg. Uh. Alright. now I need to think I need to parry the head. Hi. Ha! Okay. Rules of nature. And this I don't remember the lyrics. Cut the tail. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Point 5. Oh! That was fast. Hey.
Well,
All right, what you can do about that?
but you haven't quite passed the
Oh,
test
Armstrong.
yet. Come on up to the top floor. It'd be a shame if we didn't meet after you went to all this trouble.
All right. First, I'm gonna check to see if there's any extra health or fuel around here. Right before the garden. Ooh, with extra arches.
You're everything
Monsoon.
they said you were, Sam. Yet still so naive.
And how is that?
Outfits like ours, they're living things. You can't destroy them with violence alone. You
Are
may
you sure
kill
about
part of
that?
it, a limb or two, but the main body will survive.
Then I'll just have to kill all of it. All of you.
We're not some band of favela thugs. I told you, our outfit is a living thing, with offspring, with
Our
influence.
memes.
Our memes. You've destroyed plenty of street gangs all over the world. Yet, are we any closer to world peace?
Are we any
I'm not
closer to world
here
peace
for the
because of what
world.
you're doing?
I'm here for myself.
Well, that's more like it. Let's just see how far that attitude gets you here, shall we?
All right. Okay, we're here. Ooh, cat. I still can't pet you. Ah. Data storage.
I'm
Senator.
impressed, Sam.
Who is this?
But not surprised. You're one of the most qualified applicants we've ever had.
Applicants? I'm not here for a job.
Oh, but you're doing so well at our tests, Sam.
You're Armstrong. I already have a job. Destroying men like you. Bastards who keep the status quo. Send others to die. All from your cushy corner office where...
Well put, Sam. You and I have more in common than you think. Come on up to the room for your final interview.
What are you talking about?
Are we fighting? We're fighting Armstrong now.
Hurry. Don't want to keep the new boss waiting.
I already know that Armstrong is the final encounter of this mode, but are we about to fight him already?
Access denied. Enter
Okay, I guess that's over here. Oh. You came out of nowhere. Literally. Maybe for the one you're after, it's the wrong one, but for this one. Yeah. Oh, it's not the one I wanted. I wanted health. Running, 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 running. So, where we fought Armstrong is... Not Armstrong. Where we fought Sundowner is where we're gonna end up fighting Armstrong in this version. Yep. I already see him. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Did you really feel the need to have me fight this thing before I fought Armstrong? Is that really necessary? Oh, well, of course it's in an area I don't have access to. Bye. Red Sun.
Sam, thanks for coming in.
What's your game, Armstrong? Gonna talk me to death?
Like I said, son, time for your final interview.
He's real confused. Oh, okay. He's doing the same thing he did to Excelsis. Nanomachine, son!
Come on!
Okay.
We beat him with a sword once before, we can't do it. No reason why we can't do it again. Oh! Oh god! How many attempts is this gonna take me? I wonder. Oh. Well, I guess the difference is I have nanopaste this time. Oh my god. Try again. Okay, I was trying to dodge that. A whoop! Oh, what are you doing? Okay, so you're pulling a monsoon now. masses. They cannot make the ow. We call free will forever. It won't be heard at all. Kind of have expected to play the other, but to play it has to be this way. But in this scenario, it doesn't really make much sense to play that one. Purchase your happiness. Yeah, he immediately uses it again. I still get hit. Oh, is that Ripper mode? Did Armstrong just activate Ripper mode? Or at least his equivalent of it. It looks like a Kuma. He doesn't seem to be doing what. At least that attack doesn't seem to be doing much more damage. So is he just more aggressive, or is he actually stronger? This is oh. I should have seen that coming. Haha! Haha! Ow! Oh, come on, he's so close. 0.6%, come on. Not quite. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. you look like you gave him a heart attack. That's not the end. That can't be the end. Is it gonna get finished off in a cutscene? I sure hope not.
We could use a man like you, Sam. Organized violence, waging war as business. We're gonna put an end to all that bullshit.
Maybe I misjudged you.
Then how about it? Will you lend us a hand?
So this must be how they...
How about I take yours?
Okay, so... that's basically a direct parallel of Raiden's scene. He's analyzing something. Ugh. Oh, yes! Okay, well now it's like a blade. Oh! Oh, God! Oh!
Not bad.
Oh, God! They did not end the way I thought it was going to.
Like Monsoon said.
If you can regenerate like that, why didn't you do the... Oh, because I had his heart.
Won't stop us. Hell. The job's yours. Welcome aboard.
So at this point, he doesn't really have a choice but to accept. He didn't really want to work with him at all, but he didn't have much of a choice. Is that what's going on? Chapter result. I missed 7 combat scenarios. A couple of them were on purpose. Alright. So, my final thoughts. I think I'll start with a boss ranking. Hold on, I'm going to write down all the bosses so I can make sure I'm not forgetting any. Now, I'm not including any of the bosses that weren't major characters. Like, I'm not including the Hammerhead in Chapter 1, and I'm not including the giant robot in Chapter 2. I don't remember what... Grad. I'm not including the Grad from Chapter 2. If it has a health bar and it's a major character, then I'm counting it. I think in last place, number 12, I think I'm going to have to put Campson. Oh. I'm going to watch this scene first. He's checking out his new arm then.
I said clear the road. We're authorized to use force if you turn.
I see. There's probably a... there's probably a post-credit scene after Blade Wolf as well that I missed. I'll probably watch that on my own time. Alright, so in last place for boss ranking, I think I'm going to have to put Campson. He's just... The fight is easy. He's not that memorable a character. I think he's going to have to be last. The small stealth section is cool, but it's underutilized. I think they could have done a lot more with that. Campson had a lot of potential, and I think the best way I can describe Campson is just wasted potential. They could have done so much more with him if he wasn't just that one DLC boss. They didn't even mention him in the main story. I think maybe if he was mentioned, I would have at least been curious about his character, but I didn't find myself invested in him at all. He just seemed like another regular goon that was on Armstrong's side. Nothing really that special about him other than the fact that Mistral didn't like him. So he's really the only one that's... He's really the only ranking that's super clear to me right now. So 12th place is Campson. Alright. I think... I'm also having the Metal Gear Rays, the Blade Wolves, and the Armstrong fights separate because it's 2 different boss fights in 2 different modes. They have basically the same moveset, but in different locations. They're basically the same boss. But the circumstances are different enough for me to count them as different. I think 11th place I'm going to have to put Sam's version of Blade Wolf. Actually, no. I'm going to have to put Sam's version of the Metal Gear Ray. Because it was literally the exact same fight, just a little bit faster and in a smaller area. That's really it. The first fight with Metal Gear Ray as Raiden is absolutely incredible. There's a whole lot more to it than just that one section of the fight. And it's a lot more memorable because it's the first fight you'll ever face, and it's a lot more climactic. Whereas with Sam, I just felt like a bigger enemy. That's really it. It was the exact same fight in different circumstances. I could say pretty much the same thing for Sam's version of Blade Wolf. I just found that Blade Wolf ran away too often. And I know he was really aggressive too, so it was kind of high offense, high defense. But that's really it. There was no second phase to the fight. There was no Blade Wolf jumping up and even calling regular enemies in. It was just a fight with a more aggressive Blade Wolf. That's really all I have to say about it. Now comes the difficult ones, because both Armstrong fights are really good. So I say they don't belong this low on the list. I want to say I don't want to put him this far down here, but I think number 9 is gonna have to be Sundowner. He was built up way too much and felt like such a major villain, only for his fight to just be disappointing. Once you know what you're doing, it's over in like 5 seconds. He's really not that hard at all. I know the point of the fight is to like showcase his cowardice by him hiding behind all those shields, but he's got like no health when you know what to do. He's got like no health, and he goes down really quickly. The only part of that fight that's really even that difficult is the fly back up after you get knocked off the ledge. And even then, that's more of like a can you see this coming in time, and not an actual fight. So I think number 9 is probably going to have to be Sundowner, as much as I don't want to place him down here. Next, I think I'm going to have to say Raiden's Blade Wolf fight. It's a little bit better than Sam's Blade Wolf fight in that more stuff happens, rather than just a no-holds-barred clash of just a lot of spinning and backflipping and Blade Wolf trying to avoid you. Because that seems like what, at least for me, that seemed like what was primarily going on with Sam's Blade Wolf fight, is that he just kept running away from you. In Raiden's Blade Wolf fight, he didn't do that as often, and he actually had more unique things, like calling enemies, which, I mean, they only serve as free healing, basically, when you are good at the game. That's really the only purpose they serve, but at least he did something different. So at number 7, I think I'm gonna have to put Mistral, because as much as I like her character and how good her fight is, it's not that her fight is bad in any way, it's just the other fights are so damn good that hers is just pushed way down. Her song is one of the best in the soundtrack too, so I can't fault it for that. Not that I would ever fault a fight for its soundtrack. I just think most of the other fights in the game are just so good that Mistral gets pushed this low. I like the concept of using the little guy's arm, the dwarf gecko's arms as her main weapon, both attached to her back and in that polearm weapon that she has, which is the most useful secondary weapon in the game. Like, this Monsoon's sighs are almost useless. If I the Monsoon sighs are almost useless, and I am not really a fan of Sundowner's pinchers. So I think I'm gonna have to put Mistral at number 7. Number 6. Ooh. Getting to the halfway point now. At number 6, I think I'm gonna have to put Metal Gear Excel. Oh, I completely forgot that Metal Gear Excelsis was even a boss. I think I'm gonna push Mistral up one and have Metal Gear Excelsis as the new 7 and Mistral as number 6. Metal Gear Excelsis just felt slow. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with the beginning of the fight, it just feels really slow. During the time when he's firing his railguns at you, you're just kind of running around. Because that seems to be the only reliable way of actually avoiding the railguns if you're going for like a no-hit run. Is to just run around and not worry about the giant UGs that are after you. Because they'll just die to the lasers. I liked the second half of the fight, where you rip off its arm and flip it upside down. I really liked that section, even though it was really short. It felt incredible, but I think the majority of the fight is just too slow for it to be really that decent. Okay, number 5, I think I'm gonna have to put Sam's Armstrong. Because if you're playing the DLC, then chances are you've beaten the main game already. And Armstrong and Sam's story felt simultaneously more watered down and beefed up at the same time, if that makes sense. Beefed up because of that, like, Ripper mode section time that he was in. I thought that was a really cool concept, and it didn't happen in the main story. But it didn't feel like the stakes were as high, or it was a more personal fight. Not that Armstrong in Raiden's story is all that personal either. But I don't know, it just didn't feel as climactic in Sam's story. And the main fight was just a lot more of the same of what you've already fought in the Raiden story. That's mainly it. I really liked the cutscenes, I really liked how the battle played out because it's Armstrong. I feel like they could have done a lot more with Armstrong's sense of humor in Sam's story as well. Because in Raiden's story, he's hilarious, but they don't really showcase any of that in Sam's story. So I think number 5 is going to have to be Sam's Armstrong. Okay, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Now we are down to Raiden's Metal Gear Ray, Monsoon, Jetstream Sam, and Armstrong's Raiden. We've got the top 4. I think I'm going to have to give number 4 to Raiden's Metal Gear Ray. It is an amazing way to start the game. It is climactic. Rules of Nature is awesome, and you get to hear it really early on and several more times throughout the game. But I could also probably use that against it, because the fact that you can hear Rules of Nature elsewhere in the game makes it feel less personal to that fight. Not that there's really any kind of personal grudge to that fight. I mean, you're fighting a giant robot that's unmanned. There's not really going to be any emotional attachment to it because it's not like Blade Wolf. It doesn't have an AI that we're aware of. But the way that is played out makes me think it's probably one of the best first bosses, like, I don't want to say of all time, but it's up there. It's up there. Now, I think number 3 is going to have to be Monsoon. Mainly because of the whole scene before it, and the really unique concept that is Monsoon's abilities, with the whole magnetism concept, and the whole you're permanently in Ripper mode because you no longer care about the life. Right? And I guess I shouldn't say you no longer care about the lives of others, but you don't care about the lives of other soldiers because I don't really. I guess it was just the revelation that Raiden was a lot more like Mistral than he let himself believe. He's got a family, he's got things that help him distance himself from the whole war and killing thing. So he wasn't exactly like Mistral. All Mistral does is kill, and work with Armstrong to kill more. Monsoon's fight did feel pretty personal though, but not as personal as number 2. Oh man, I was gonna put Jetstream Sam at number 2, but I really like that fight. It's the top 2. It's between Raiden's Armstrong and Sam. This is not an easy placement to have. If we're going objectively better, I think number 2 has to go to Sam, even though I think I like Sam's fight a little bit better because it felt more personal and more like ideal versus, well, I guess Armstrong was ideal versus ideal as well. But Sam is less of a meme character than Armstrong is. I think I'm gonna have to put Sam at number 2, as much as I don't want to. As much as I really like Sam's character and really like Sam's battle, because it's mono and mono, no holds barred, just a classic sword duel between a ninja and a samurai, basically. That's basically what it is, ninja versus samurai. Actually, cyborg ninja versus cyborg samurai, which is even better. I just like Sam's character more than I like Armstrong's character. But the stakes in Armstrong's fight is so much higher. I think Raiden's Armstrong is probably the objectively best number 1 pick. Because, there is the whole fight with Metal Gear Excelsis, which, for the purpose of this video, I'm counting as a separate boss, even though it's piloted by the same guy as number 1. And Metal Gear Excelsis is number 7. It's like, based on what I've heard, I think there's videos on YouTube about people agreeing with Armstrong's point of view, and at the end, Raiden even adapts part of Armstrong's mentality into his own. So I think that's my list for the best bosses. I might create a separate video with my full thoughts on the game, at some point in the future. But I think this video has gone on long enough. So, as a summary, it's number 12, Campson. Number 11, Sam's Metal Gear Ray. Number 10, Sam's Blade Wolf. Number 9, Sundowner. Number 8, Raiden's Blade Wolf. Number 7, Metal Gear Excelsis. Number 6, Mistral. Number 5, Sam's Armstrong. Number 4, Raiden's Metal Gear Ray. Number 3, Monsoon. Number 2, Jetstream Sam. And number 1 is Raiden's Armstrong. I guess I'll see you all in the next video. For probably, I don't know. I want to do 2 Let's Plays at once, but I feel like I've got too much going on for that to be reasonable. So I'm probably going to be uploading 2-3 times a week, depending on how I'm feeling. And we'll see where we go from there. So I'll see you all in part 1 of the next blind playthrough. This has been a really fun adventure, and hope to see you all there. Goodbye.